Sup guys, it's Ehis from TechDoc. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing of a phone called Alcatel. I just got this phone, so I'm going to do an unboxing and give you guys my first impression so that you guys can see what you think about this phone and if it is worth buying. Here is the Alcatel C8. So I'm going to be unboxing this phone. So let me open the case and I'll be back in a moment. Here's the paperwork of the Alcatel C8. The USB cord. The power brick. Which has a rating of 5 volt 1 ampere. So I guess this is really a slow charger. So here is a protective foam that was used to protect the phone itself. Here is the phone. This is the Alcatel C8. So at the screen here we can see the specs: 5.5 IPS LCD display, quad-core processor, comes with Android 7.0, supports 3G but no 4G. The downside, it has 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal memory, 5 megapixel selfie camera, 13 megapixel back camera, and has a 3000 mAh battery, and it comes with a dual SIM port. Here is the back view where we can see the 5 megapixel camera, sorry, the 13 megapixel camera, the flash, and the fingerprint sensor. Here is the 3.5mm headphone jack, USB 2.0 port, which is at the top. At the bottom, we have the microphone, just the microphone at the bottom. Here is the speaker. So the phone comes with a silicone casing. So the silicone case is already on the phone. So at the right side of the phone, we have the volume rocker, the power button. At the left side, pretty much nothing. So as you can see, the screen comes with an infinity display, which means that the screen is from edge to edge. There's basically no bezels on both sides of the phone. The only bezels you can see on the phone are the top and at the chin. So let me set up the phone so we'll continue. I'm about to switch the Alcatel C8 on now, so you guys can see the on screen. Here is it, Alcatel. So this phone was released in September 2017. So these devices are available in multiple colors, which are midnight black, sunny gold, rosy pink, sky blue, and orchid purple. So I also researched that the phone comes with an infinity display, which is a continuous edge to edge display. But as I can see here now, it's not really an edge to edge display. I can see some bezels, slim bezels at the sides. Slim bezel at the side here too, and a very large bezel at the top and large bezel at the bottom of the phone. So let me just finish setting up the phone. I'll come back and we'll talk more. As I said before, this phone This phone comes with a 5.5-inch IPS LCD display and has a resolution of 640 by 1280 pixels. So as you can see, the screen is pretty much sharp, the colors are vibrant, and I think this phone is okay for a phone that has a price tag of less than $70. I just got this one for 19,800. So you guys can see it's cheap, and it has a fingerprint sensor at the back and a 30 megapixel camera. So the phone is packed with an Android 7.0, which is Nougat, and has a MediaTek MT6580 processor, or we can simply say a MediaTek processor, which is a quad-core processor clocked at 1.3 GHz and has an ARM Cortex A7 chipset. The GPU that it comes with is the Mali 400 MP, which I think is pretty much low for playing games, and I think this phone will not be good enough for playing games such as PUBG and PES 2018. You are going to receive a lot of skip frames, or the game is going to be lagging a lot. And the phone is packed with a 16 GB of internal memory, and 2 GB of RAM. There is a memory card slot that allows you to expand up to a max of 64 GB. So as you guys can see, the phone is pretty much decent for a low budget user. If you know you can't afford a phone of up to $100, you can purchase this phone. This one is pretty much below $70, so which is budget friendly. So the phone length is about 147mm in length and 70mm in breadth, and has a thickness of about 10.2mm. The phone is pretty much heavy, as I can tell. I'm shocked why this phone will be heavy, because it's packed with just 3000 mAh of battery, and as I said before, the phone does not have a fast charge. So which is one of the downsides of this phone. So I don't know why the company will create a phone of 3000 mAh battery and yet to give you a 5-watt charger to charge the phone. So you guys can see the phone is pretty much okay and it's user friendly. If you guys want a full review of this phone, so where I'll be testing the phone, the camera, the front selfie camera, the back camera, the game, as I said before, with the specs, this phone will not be good enough for playing high-end games such as PUBG, but it will be good enough for playing low-end games such as Subway Surfer and Temple Run. So I would like to know your comment about this phone, if this phone is worth buying and what you think about this phone. So please drop a comment in the section down below, and if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to this channel, share with your friends, and also give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And this is Ehis from TechDog. I'll see you in my next video.